So here we have the Vauxhall Mokka SE automatic on a 16 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But from the outside you can see it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels and tinted windows. Let's start off inside the boot and then work our way around the rest of the car from there. So as we approach the boot, you'll see we have reversing sensors, plenty of boot space as well, along with that 60/40 split folding rear seat. And then underneath this tray section, even more space should you need it. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back round to the front of the car and then we'll hop in and run through some controls. But now that we've done a full circle, you can see it's in pristine condition the whole way round. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. We get full leather seats. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that right now. Okay, so now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. On the left-hand side, we have the rev counter, and on the right-hand side, the speedometer. At the bottom in the middle, you can see the total miles on this car, which are 22,832. Also, contained within that section, you'll see the big P for park. Just there, it will show whatever gear you're in, as you can see when I change gears in the car. Above that, we have the fuel gauge and the coolant temperature gauge. If we back out to the steering wheel, on the left-hand side, we have both cruise control and speed limiter. And on the right-hand side, we have stereo controls and phone controls just here. Of course, the phone control is going to be used after such time as you pair up your phone. And that is done by hitting the phone button here and then using this control up on the main screen here to go to Bluetooth settings and then pair your phone from there. When it comes to music in this car, we have FM, DAB and AM radio all available to us. And if you want to listen to your own music, you can do that via the CD player. This car's also got auxiliary input and USB input as well. So plenty of ways to listen to your music, and you can see the CD player is just there. Below that, we have the dual zone climate control. So you can adjust the passenger temperature, the driver temperature, the fan speed in the middle here, up and down. That button will turn the air conditioning on. It's on when that light shows, so off, back on again, or you can hit auto and the car will now maintain the temperatures you've asked for, which are also displayed up on the main screen just there, and it will do those for you without you having to touch the fan controls at all. And then to override auto, you simply readjust the fans yourself to your own setting. Up the top here, you can determine where you'd like the air to be distributed. For those cold winter days, we've got a heated steering wheel, heated driver seat with 3 different heat settings, and the same for the passenger side as well. This button will turn off the parking sensors. Under here we have a 12-volt charging socket, and then under that flap we have the auxiliary and USB input that I mentioned a moment ago, the fully automatic gearbox, and the buttons on top of this gear lever are for you to change up and down a gear manually should you wish to do that. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.